there's never a good time for something like this to happen in a company to a company. Intel's in a particularly challenging phase right now for a couple of reasons. One, the business model. This is a company that was known for the PC and server business, and that's been disrupted by the cloud, by this business of data. And Brian Krzanich has been very focused on articulating Intel's new model, new business is being driven by data, not just by chips themselves. He's done a lot of M&A around driverless cars, around artificial intelligence and the software around that. That seems to have integrated decently well, but these are pieces that need to continue to be integrated into the business to adjust as the AI business and future evolves. It's going to take a strong leader to do that. Brian Krzanich came up through the chip fab business, very much known for making sure the trains run on time when it comes to manufacturing of chips. That's going to continue to be important for Intel's business model going forward, and it's not clear what type of a leader Intel is going to pick next. Will it be more of a marketing project management type? Will it be more of an engineering type? That remains to be seen. And then on the cultural side, Brian Krzanich has been trying to move Intel's culture to one of greater representation when it comes to gender and ethnicity in the ranks. He has set these targets for Intel managers, for Intel executives, for the workforce to reflect percentage-wise the available population in various job categories. For example, in electrical engineering, if 40% of electrical engineers in the U.S. workforce are women, then Intel's target was to have 40% of its employees as electrical engineers be women. That was a bold target, and a lot of people raised eyebrows when he did that. So that cultural transformation has been a work in progress. Last I talked to him, he said that they were hitting those targets, but it's not clear under new leadership how much of a priority that will be. Then at the same time, criticism for Krzanich has come. Intel was on this case of TikTok. They would change the design of the chip and then update the manufacturing process. They've fallen a bit behind on that when it comes to moving to new manufacturing processes. They need a steady hand when it comes to leading that process forward as Moore's Law gets a little long in the tooth. As somebody who is used to running that business, he brought a lot of confidence in that. But, this just goes to show how much personal missteps, personal failings can affect the trajectory of a company, the leadership, no matter how solid the footing might seem to be. Take a look at Intel's stock price since Krzanich took over. It's done quite well, but now there's uncertainty.
Yeah, John, in light of that, we did get this guidance that was significantly higher than the street was anticipating. Stock started higher, then moved lower. It's down about 1% right now. Based on everything you just sort of laid out, it really sounds like that move lower is based on this leadership change. But it also sounds like Krzanich put a very strong sort of forward strategy in place as well.
Yes, Morgan, I would say that the strategy articulation has been pretty clear recently, but I don't know that everybody in the press, in the industry, has quite bought it yet. So there's still quite a bit more articulation of that needs to take place. And I would continue to look at these acquisitions that Intel has been doing outside of its traditional wheelhouse. How well is the Intel leadership going forward going to be able to keep those businesses integrated and marching in step with Intel's vision? Is it going to be able to hang on to that talent that Krzanich and others have recruited to Intel? That's key because, as we know so well, AMD is making big gains in the PC side of the business. NVIDIA is articulating its artificial intelligence division quite well, and Krzanich and Intel at large have been trying to say, hey, we're very much in that business too. Who's Intel going to put out front that's going to be able to continue to make that argument that's so important to investors?
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.